morning everybody, and how are you? I hope you all had a great day yesterday. I was very busy, but I still had a great day. And before we start, let me change my date. I forgot to do it. So, first of all, before we start, I'd like to welcome three new subscribers, to the flower patch. We have Musings from the Hill, Designer _ a flower, and then Gavy T Bonsai. Well, welcome to you all to the flower patch, and I really do, hope that you're enjoying the videos. I hope that you will share to your family and friends, and also keep watching. Right, this is basically for what I said yesterday, the cheese grater. I nipped into town this morning, to Tesco, because I knew that's where I got mine from, and I went and purchased one. And it's the little bowl like this with the lid for the cheese grater, which sits on the top. So what I've gone and done, this is going to be exciting. I don't know how I'm going to design. Let me just pick these up, everybody. I'm dropping things. I've got an idea of the design I want to do, but I'm just hoping it works. I'm sure it works. Don't doubt myself. So first of all, I put some pebbles in from my garden for the weight. As you can see, there's the pebbles. So that is the weight. And if you're wondering how much this container is, the cheese grater, it's £2.50 from Tesco. You may be able to get it cheaper, but it was just, I knew where I got mine, so I just went there and grabbed it. And there's the lid. So first of all, I'm going to make an imprint of the shape. We may need to fill it in because it's slightly hanging over just there, but it is underneath. So I've pressed it in. So we've got the shape of what we have to cut down. So I've got my spatula. I'll do it on here with that being rubber, or the Oasis will stick. And all I do is go around the pattern that I've put into the Oasis, and just keep going around, and then slowly take it off, and it gives you the curve. Don't be too harsh with it, because if you be too harsh or you try to pull it off, you may, start pulling bits off from here. Just, do it in a soft way when you come to taking it off. But I go all the way to the bottom. This is why I like this spatula, because it's so long and it will go all the way. Right, again, like I say, just put it back in and slowly pull it away. And that's how it's sitting inside. It's not touching my Oasis. It's giving a lovely curve. I've sat it inside the other bit. So I'll put those there. So if this is bigger or anything, I will cut it, around the edge. And all I'm going to do is place it in as far as it will go on top of my stones. And as you can see, it's just slightly hanging over here. So all I will do is just remove from there around the edge and make a nice, neat and smooth finish. And then to do the smooth finish, I'll rub it with my hand. As you can see, I just do that, and you've got a lovely smooth finish. And I go all around on the outer side. Let me just make sure this is correct. And I go and rub it. So now you can see that we've got some sticking up above. I don't want that. So where it finishes here at the top of the lid, I am going to cut all of it off, because I only want the Oasis underneath. So we're going to do this. Just do it slowly. You don't have to be vigorous with it. I'd rather it look, you know, tidy. Until you get right to the end, like that. And then you have a perfect fit. So what I also do is do that and just rub it off there as well. I will save this because we may need it for something else. One moment, guys, I think I may have a delivery. La, la, la. Yes, everybody, it was a delivery. That should be the last of them, hopefully, today. I've had 5 deliveries, all at different times. Right, put those in there. And let's just get rid of all this dustiness off of here first before we carry on. I don't like it because as much as I love cutting the Oasis into shapes and things, it's so grainy on your hands. To me, it feels like it's in my way. It shouldn't be, well, it shouldn't be there. So that's that. And we'll put those out my way. We don't need those now. So all I'll do is just make sure everything's off. And just blow around the sides to get the Oasis off of all here. You can wipe it as well. I will probably go over it with my very fine paintbrush. Right, so now we're going to sit our cheese grater on top. Just like that. So your Oasis is underneath. And all the holes you've got to play with to put your stems in. Here we go. Let's go through what we're going to use. Again, I always state I won't use everything, but I've got these back out again. So I might use one at the front because the design that I'm aiming to look for is where it's longer here and then you have, you know, it's stopping here and a few tail ends maybe sticking out. I'm not sure about that, but I do want all the flowers going this way. So that ends the reason that I put the stones in for the weight, because if all the flowers are this end and there's no weight, this is going to just lift up. So we've got those again. I've grabbed out my oddments, what I didn't finish using yesterday, of my eucalyptus cinerea. I've also got this forsythia, which I think with it being a lime green, it will look beautiful. And I really do. This is probably my second favourite or third, one or the other. Of course, I've had a delivery of these again today from Leaf. As you can see, they are the Himalayan Maidenhair Fern. So I've got those, and I've got my also from the company Leaf, my asparagus fern to try and soften it up. I've just got one stem of these because I'm not quite sure. And I got these from Tesco, £3 a stem. They do them in this colour and in the reds, well, the deep red that I've used before here on this one. So I'm going to use that. I've also just grabbed out 3 palms because I may bring one just there hanging out. So that's what I might do. That's all our foliage, I think. Right, on the label that I had, the labels, oh, it's here. These say gerberas. Yeah, gerbera stem. Now, the gerberas that I use have more petals on than that, so that looks like a daisy to me. Oh, but we're going to call it a gerbera because it says gerbera on the stem. So we're going to use these, and they are beautiful colours. I like how they're going lighter near the centre and then dark around the edge. So that's like a cerise pinky purple. So I have got this rose and lily bush out with the beautiful big leaves. And then it's also got these on. Its own little foliage with its little fern and white little flowers and grass. So we've got the one where the lily are in, and then also we have the rose as well. So I'm considering very much so of putting those in. I brought the thistle out, but I'm not sure. I've got different varieties of thistle. I've got these different varieties. Well, I've got a few more different varieties. But I thought they may look nice with them being quite big, or they may look nice because they're smaller. I couldn't make my mind up, so it's trial and error with these. I did get a delphinium out. I have cut the stem because I don't want it that long, and I'm definitely using this. That's the reason I cut the stem. But that is a white delphinium, and these are silk. They're beautiful. I've got just a few astilbes, white as well, that I've got out, and I thought I could use those around the bottom, you know, to give it that movement at the bottom. Now, I'm not sure again about these. As much as I love them, Astralamera. I've got the white out, I've got different colours, but because we've got a lot of this deep cerise pink, I thought white obviously would go, you know, and bounce off of the cerise pink. So I think they're so realistic, and again they're silk. And I also did get out a white hydrangea, and I got this off my wholesalers. I've got different sizes because I can get these or bigger, but I went for the smaller ones, so I may use that. And of course I've got my lilies out, my little calla lilies, to give that movement around the side or maybe in the centre. So that's all what we're going to use for our cheese grater design today. So here we go. Let's just put things around out of my way. I don't need my scissors. I've ordered more, just as I said, more wire stems, and here they are. 500 altogether. So let's start, guys. I'm going to take one off. Let's see which one I like. I think that looks nice. I do tend to check which one's got a better shape or wideness on it, and I do think that this one, and I only want one of them. Yeah, I think I only want one of those. I'm off on it already, and it's only 12:10 in the afternoon, and I'm already considering, shall I use another one? And we're going to glue this in, and where I'm going to glue it, I'm going to glue it where the sharp bit is there, and you've got that little bumps on there. I'm going to glue it underneath the bumps because I don't want to turn it the other way and then do it that way, and I'm going to cut myself. So I'm playing it safe, and that's going to go in there. So that's like that. I have my palms, which I think I want to place there. Yes, I do. I'm going to take a few leaves off at the bottom because they're not needed. I tend to take about 3 or 4 off each side. Right, that's what we're going to do with those. Oh, I even was looking in Tesco today thinking, oh, what you put your fruit, vegetables in once you cooked, this strainer. I was considering getting one of those as well and trying that out. And also a whisk. Put the Oasis inside the whisk because they've all got little loops at the top so you can hang them up and do a mini version of a flower arrangement inside a whisk. I didn't touch any of my kitchen stuff. So, I mean, the whisk was only 75 pence, I should have grabbed it. And this also is easier to do in a way. I've just been thinking it's quite easier to do. Because of all the holes, you can put them in the same position. There's 3 there, so I've put this one in the centre. 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 there, and I've put 2 either end and left the holes there. So wherever you've got a hole left, you can put more things. So I'll leave that out as well. I'm going to use the forsyth here because I want the length as well. I'm standing on something again. It's a bit of stem. And I'm going to put these either side of this leaf here. And because they are long, you can cut them down. So I may cut them to there and use the little ones for something else. Let's just cut that off. And then put that in here. And that one may need to come off. It's too far down because it's not allowing me to push the rest of the stem in. Let me take it out again, guys, because I couldn't get to the bottom of the stem. There, that should be much better. Just clean off the glue. And then just insert it back in. I'm just going to slightly bend those slightly over. And I'll do another one. And I'll do that in the hole next to that as well. Slightly bend. In fact, I'll take that off. There's one prong there. Is there any? Yeah, there's one spare there. So yeah, if you take these little ones off, you can put them, attach them up further up because there's some empty prongs, and put them on there to fill it back up. There's one there. So we're not wasting them. Like that. And again, just bend. So you have that effect. Oh, it's great this. I love trying something new. When I think of a challenge for myself, oh, I have to go ahead and do it. I really do. Right, we're going to cut some of these, so we're going to take that up to this empty prong. I'm sure that's what these empty prongs must be for. It's a great idea if that's the case. 1, 2, 3. Right, we'll move these up to the top. I think we might take that one off. Put that there, so then that one can go on to that next one up, and we can cut these ends off at the bottom. So now the stem is full. It doesn't look like any have dropped off. And also, with this only being £2.50, again, it's not a great deal of cost. You haven't got to go out and buy a really extremely expensive container when, you know, you've got things like this for £2.50. It's a bargain if you think about it. Right, I'm going to go further down in the holes. I'm not going to go do row for row. I'm just going to go further down because I want this to sit in a similar position, just slightly coming out. If I just bend it over more, and then do the same with this. So it's sitting like that. If I bring that closer, if you can see, so it's like that. We're going to be making a flat display. It's not going to be up here, you know, in a triangle. It's going to be basically laying down on its side. Oops. Now I do have the eucalyptus scenaria, which with the palm, it's got still some space in the hole where the palm is to just put something really thick with a thin stem in. So you'd be able to get more than just one stem in. So I'm going to push that in there. Like that. Got a glue string on it. Right, scissors. I've got something on this and it's not glue, I don't know what it is. So I'll just cut it around into a shape. Similar shape to what it is. It's so. Oh no, there's a bit there too. There. So then I'll get the other one. I'm going to, like I say, it's got to have a slight bit of height, you know. You can't have it all squashed up together. It's going to bits that are going to be lifting up. And you don't need much glue on these. And if you do, wipe it off. And the best thing about this as well, you don't need to cover your oasis. Yeah. So that's a good thing too. I don't know what's wrong with some of these. Oh, I'm not putting that one on. That's a terrible one. Check that one. They're okay. Let's get the plastic off of the end. And you can, these are called what I call push-ups, where you can move, you know, move the leaves into different positions. So we're going to get the other one, and we're going to stick it in there. So if I just show you that you can just see that I've just put the eucalyptus, just one in with the palm and then one in with this long leaf as well. So I'm going to put one as well in with the forsythia on either side. Just always check your leaves, because what we say here, if something's horrible or rough or looking old or anything like that, we've got funny sayings. I guess everybody has, wherever they are. We call it manky. Manky means it's horrible, it's not very good, it's looking rubbish, tacky, you know. So yeah, we say, oh, that's a bit manky. Right, I'll leave those for now, again, because I may use those to fill in. Now I've got this, the willow. And I may just use that one, and that one. I may take that off and put that on a stem. just turn your leaves around, because some tend to be facing the opposite direction. So if you don't like that, just turn them around. Now with this, as you can see, I'm going to go in at the side here. But once it's in the side, I'm going to push it underneath the forsythia. I could also have one at the back here as well. So let's get that one in near the forsythia. I can still get another one in. That's it. Bring it slightly a bit more down. Bend it underneath the forsythia. Oh, very nice. Oh, I'm so glad I've done doing this. Turn that one like that. I don't want the stems really long. And then just bring it underneath again. I will show you in a moment, everybody. If there's any glue, just peel it off. So that's what we have at the moment. And from the back, that's what you're looking at also from the back. I don't think I need to put one in with this because these are quite bushy and they're doing the job. Let's see if we can bring one on top. I think I'm gonna leave that for now. I want to be able to put in others at the moment because they are quite big. And we're going to soften. Put a bit of asparagus fern, and we're going to soften just the top edge. And I'm just going to let that slightly bend upwards. If you haven't got enough stem, you can either put it on an extra stem or just remove the bottom bits of the leaves. If the stem, you know, to save putting it on a pick. I do love this. It makes me laugh because they've got the root. Let me show you, because this is so funny. These are paperback at the bottom. But you have your asparagus fern, and then as you go to the top of the neck, it's got the roots, the little roots sticking out like you would if in a garden, just at the top. And I think it's really, really wonderful and effective, you know, and yeah, different. I'm all for different. I've got a bit of leaf stuck on. So this one I want to bring down here, right near the bottom. Do I put it there actually? And just slightly bend that one as well. So we'll leave that one out again. Where's one that I've been chopping on? There. Now you can do these as two. You could take them apart. Oh, they've got those things on where they hold them together in transit. And put one here. So make sure my leaf's the right way around. And these do bend over, as I, as I say. So they are very, 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 very nice. Now that one had 2 on, so we'll take the bottom one off. Yeah. Now let me cut it a bit shorter. There. And we're going to put that in the opposite side in the same position. And just bend the leaves over again. Oh, you never guess what I did earlier on. I had to phone my son. I got my telephone, mobile in here. I locked myself in from the other side. Because on the other side I have a turn button. And if you shut the door too hard, it leans over and it locks you in. I think I've done that in total about 3 times. So, and my son laughed. He thought it was very funny. It's his day off. Thursdays are his days off. Mondays and Thursdays are his days off. So he thought that was absolutely really, really funny. I didn't, because I thought, what if he doesn't answer his phone and I can't get out because the delivery guy had arrived. So, on one of my other parcels, and the delivery guy couldn't get in because I locked it from the opposite side of the gate for him to come round. So I was stuck. I can be clumsy. I should know by now not to, press it too hard. Shut it too hard. Right, I'm going to put one here, and then I'm going to put another one behind it. Or should I put actually one with the asparagus? No, I know what I'm going to do. Like I say, this is another arrangement. I've not planned on the design. It just came to me as I was just setting up. And I'm going to get another one. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. I'll show you this in a moment, everybody. Because we do want tail ends, as so I put 2 of the fern on the end for tail ends. So that is how it's looking at the moment. Getting quite full with the foliage again, and then the 2 tail ends at the bottom. So again, I'm going to just play it safe and not put too much in at this moment in time. Let's just start scattering out the odd bits of our floral. Take the band off. So what they call gerbras we'll use. And we're going to sit, in fact, first of all, now, let me just stop you right there, I went wrong. We're going to use that one up at the top. So I must get this in first. I'm going to take the flowers off a little bit down because I need the length of the stem. And just cut it at an angle. And I'm going to put that. No, I'm not going to put it that high. I've got to just check where I'm going to sit it. Yes, there. So I've put the longer flower in the centre, as you can see. So that's the centre point. So then we work around with our other flowers, dotting them around, not the same length on everything. You can have some slightly different, higher up than the others. So we're going to do that. Some of these have 2 flowers on, some have 3, as you can see there, and then some have 1. So we're going to put this in as well. And we're going to stick that just there. And I'm going to slightly lift it up. I don't want it squashing all the foliage, the greenery and everything underneath. And again, I'm going to come down here. And just manipulate the head of the flower. I hope you can see that if I turn it that way. That's how it looks with the flowers there, and that's how it looks with the flowers at this side from the opposite direction. So let's use the single ones. I only want to put about 5 of these stems in. Perhaps I'm going to cut that one shorter. And this one is going to be poking out. I'm going to put it in the same hole where the maidenhead fern is. Just slightly coming out from the side. Now just slightly lift the head of it. Like that. I'm going to put that one just coming out there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So one more, which I'm going to sit here. I'll cut that one the shortest stem. I'm going to stick that in like that. We'll just put that one to the side. I don't think I'm going to use that just yet. Again, I've got another bunch here that I'll put on the floor. Before I think I'm going to use, yeah, I'm going to use the smaller ones because the big ones will take your eye away from everything. So we'll use the smaller ones. So let's see where we can place, yeah, 2 up there. So that's 1 there. Again, you don't have to put everything in the same place and mirror image. This is just an arrangement, you know, free-flowing arrangement. And then a smaller one I'm going to bring out here actually at the bottom. So I will place that there. Just remove the glue in case I can get something else in. Let's try the Astralomera as well. We'll put the Astralomera perhaps in there. Do I put it higher up? No, I'll put them there. So we're going to stick in the Astralomera, not Astralomera, sorry. Oh my good gracious, we're on it guys, we're on it. Oh, that one's stuck already. Take that bottom leaf off and just chop the prong off. I think I could do a pushing that in a bit more. Oh no, I think the glue's already set. Right, I'll just bend it into position. That's better. So that's what we have at the moment. As you can see, I can see a glue string through there. And that's where we've placed all our flowers at this moment in time. I can just slightly bend the delphinium to give it also movement. Now I'm going to be placing my lovely little favourites, the calla lilies. I'm going to be putting one in there. Oh, Julie, thank you as well. Let me just mention, Julie, I was looking for some artificial raspberries, and Julie said that there's some on eBay, and they look great. I had a look last night, and I've ordered some, but then I went crazy. Oh my goodness, everybody, I went crazy. Just after my tea, and I was settled. My husband was settled in the other room watching his programs, because there's some programs we don't like watching and that I like watching of his, and he doesn't like watching some programs of mine. So while I was in the other room, I decided, let's go and order lots of fruit. I've ordered, I think I must have spent nearly £100. Apples, oranges, bananas, grapes. I bought some grapes. I said I was going to get some grapes. I think I bought black ones as well as red ones, and I may have ordered green as well. I've ordered just, I think, a couple of the banana because they look a bit too fake. So I will look at those when they arrive, and if they're not good enough, I will purchase some from another, place. Oh gosh, yeah, I've done all sorts, absolutely ordered all sorts. So, oh, my cat. Let me just lock my cat out, guys. I'm going to put him in the house. One moment. Sorry, everybody. It's just that the reason I would put the cat in the house is because I have a cheese grater. And with him coming here, I don't want him to be playing with it and, cut himself. Once we've done this, then he can come in. And that's unless my son doesn't allow him to bring him here again. So, because he perhaps will be meowing, wanting to come back. Right, let's carry on. Gosh, how many times do I have to get disturbed? Never mind. All in good fun. Right, I'm going to put another one of my little miniature calla lilies around the bottom. I can't push that off, that's right. Push that one up. Take this plastic off that stem. Gosh, I've not got nails, and sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it comes off really, really easy. Right, and then we'll place the other one just here, and lean that one also. So that's sticking out from the side. In fact, I might put that. Yeah, that's better. And I'm going to get another one, and I'm going to bring it out at the bottom. This is slightly longer stem. Yeah, I think so. It looks it. I'm going to stick it in with the asparagus fern at the bottom, and then I'm going to bend it. I may need to cut it a bit more, it's a bit too long. That's better. Much, much better. I nearly broke out in song there. That glue off, and now I've put the calla lilies in. You can see the effect that we're having. I want more of the design up here than I do here. It's just going to be shorter here, like if you've made a sheath, you know, a sheath for a funeral, where it's shorter at the bottom and longer up at the top. Right, let's try and use some of these lilies. I mean, the leaf is absolutely enormous. Oh, I know what I'm going to do with the leaf. Let me just take one off. Let me just check these, because I've got a feeling they fray. Yeah, those are the ones fray. So we're going to take these off, and they're going in the bin. And put that one back on. Do they fray? No, they're all right. Put that. In fact, if I take it all off and just stick that on the side. Oh, guys, how ideas pop into my head as I'm working. So as I was saying before I had to move my cat, I have ordered lots of fruit. So thanks, Julie. The only thing I couldn't find in bulk was the acorns. Couldn't find them. I could find them in small packs of like 12 or 20. But if I'm going to buy them, especially when I'm doing Christmas, they're very popular. I need something like probably packs of 100 to 200. So I couldn't find them in bulk. And that's the only thing that I couldn't get hold of. I've ordered strawberries too. Oh, I can't wait for that. I'm like a little girl at Christmas. I think that's too long. So I'm going to put that there, and that's going to sit at the bottom. Where's the other? Where's the other? Let's get the lily. Let's take the horrible ones off, the thready ones. It's a shame that they do thread, because it adds more to it when the leaves are, you know, okay, you know, nothing wrong with them. But when, you know, it gives it extra touch. You can get some more. I mean, you can buy some roses, because they're very similar to the rose petals. You can buy bags of just these on their own without the stem, where you can insert your, you know, to a stem. I've done that a few times. So I'm going to put this one in here. So as you can see, it's wider there again and then going up. That's the effect it's giving me. So now I know how to follow it, you know, and where to position things. So let's get some lilies in, and I do want some lilies up at the top, maybe slightly down a bit on either side, and just put them underneath some of your foliage so they're sitting on the bottom. You've not just got everything at the top. I need to see where these are placed. Let's have a look. That's moving on me, so I need to manipulate it slightly. I think let me just, because there's, that's better. Right, let me get these in. Because you do also need to have, just place a few flowers, you know, at the bottom. You know, to give it more, you know, colour as well as at the bottom as well as on the top. Just going to turn it around, everybody, so I can get in this side. And just place that as well. There you go, right at the bottom. I don't think I need these anymore. No. I'm not I've got one there, but no, I don't need my lilies anymore, so they finish with. Before I carry on, let me just make my mind up with the Astralimera. Astralimera, so I don't need that. Put one on there. I don't need a lot of these. I'll just take 3 out to start with. Oh, I've just thrown a leaf in them. Silly me. Let's glue that back on. So that's not going to come off now. So I'm going to use the Astralimera. Let's get those out of the way. I think everything started to bulk up again on me. And it's something I just don't like. So let's just make sure things are standing up. That's better. I hope you can see it, how it's laying down from your, you know, from where you are. So I think I may group the Astralimera around the bottom. So let's cut these really quite short. The other one. Just fluff your flowers up. Oh, aren't they wonderful? Oh, here I go again. I'm going to break out again. Oh my good gracious. And I'm going to place one here. Leaving that at the bottom. Don't know why that's. Put this in the bin. So that's one. And just two again, spread them out. And then I'm going to put one just there. So it's like got a beginning and an end. And then the other one. So I'll just show you the end bit. That's how I've placed them, so it's just all around the bottom. You've got your delphinium at the top, which is a big flower. So I just thought I'd put the Astrantia and also your Astromera at the bottom, with the big leaves, you know, giving it that triangular shape. As we say, 12 o'clock, 20 past 22. That's the triangle shape. So let's get some roses in. 1, 2. Do I get the mixture of buds or the big blooms? Let's have a look at the buds. I think the buds. The blooms look really quite big. And I've got 2 more in the centre. So I've got these beautiful, they look like they've got like a creamy colour at the bottom, roses, and they're absolutely fabulous. Hello, husband.
Hello.
How are you?
Shit.
Right, let me place that just in there, in that space between those. On either side. Sorry for my husband's language. He's not very well. He's gone to work, but he's not very well. He is in pain. So I apologise for that, guys. And then I'm going to put this one here. And that's going to just, sorry, let me take that out and place it somewhere. I've just got to where it'll be better. Put that in there. I'll sit that there. So as you can see now, it's started to all fill up, and it's getting really, really nice and full. So I'm not going to use any more of those. I know these have come off one, and I will find it because I don't want to lose them. Can't be off of that one. Where's it come from then? I can't find it, guys. Right, I'll sort that out in a bit. I'll put that there to sort out. So I don't want no more of the Astromera. So now I'm going to get some more, maybe eucalyptus and maybe a little bit more fern. Let me just place these in position. Yeah, we're going to put those there. In that hole. And this really isn't a design where you have to cover up your top of your cheese board, or you know, you haven't got to do that, because it's sitting flat. Do I? No. Let me just have a quick look, everybody. Oh, I do have lots and lots of things. It's very hard to just say off the spare of the moment, yes, that one. I have to have a quick look around and then perhaps spot something. No, that's not going to look right. Oh, grasses. What about the grasses? Oh, I do have these that are, what are they? Oh, it doesn't say. It's got, they come like that then. I do have these, what I had the other day, and I said I didn't have a clue where they come from. Well, they've still got the tag on, so they must come like that. I'm going to put some of those in. It doesn't even say where I got them from. It's just got the barcode. So, and the leaves, they also bend. Not all the way to the top, but you know, the majority. And they've got like a little seed heads in the centre. If I show you the longer one, you may see it closer. Little like seed heads. So if anybody knows what they are, you know, send me a text message and let me know. You know, or on the YouTube and channel, and just let me know what they are, because I haven't a clue. I perhaps just saw them and thought they're nice. I'll have those. So I'm going to spread these out a bit like a fan, and just manipulate a few of them. So it's like that. And then do one on this side. There's a space there. You could put a bow. There we go. If you wish, instead of having the flowers at the end, you could put a big bow. And then with your right, let me just grab a few and I'll show you. There we go. I say grab a few, I'll just grab the handful. And with your the plastic stems that I save, you could get a few of these, put a bow there, put some of these in the holes and have them as stems sticking out at the bottom like that, if you can see, and make it look like it's a bouquet lying down, and then put a bow there instead. That's also easily done. I haven't got room anymore, but I could have done that, but I think I just wanted to see how much I could fill up on it. But that's another good idea again, you know, but have them also placed that when you do it, that they are crossed over each other, so it looks like a bouquet when you're actually doing a bouquet. Like I've shown you, left side, front, bring it forward, right side, bring it behind your hand. So then they start to cross over like that. I can't hold them at the moment, but like that, they start to cross over, and then you could tie them around there and then stick them on, so they're looking like they're a bouquet just hanging over. So that's another way of doing it. So I think if I just have something slightly pink at the bottom here, because I've got it full of white, so I may put another lily. Yeah, we'll put another lily, and then that should be that. Let's take this leaf off. I don't want to spoil it for the customers. I'm going to take both the leaves off because we've got the fern hanging there. That's all I want. So I'm going to basically put that at the end on there. So if I just dip it in my glue. And just place it out there. Again, like I say, you can fill it up more. You can have it compact at the bottom. You know, have a round compact one. That would be quite nice. Again, like I also say, you can have it where your stems that you cut off are sticking out from here, and a big bow. But that is all. I have filled up on virtually, apart from the odd one or two, my holes in my cheese grater. But doesn't that look nice to say you've just got a £2.50 cheese grater, and you know, from your local store, and you've placed a lot of flowers in it, and to bring something out like that, instead of spending lots of money, you know, on a container that would you know, put up the price of you know, what your design is. Instead, something cheap. You could even do a black and silver theme. And the reason I picked up the black one, because black tends to go with anything. So they didn't have white ones in, they had pinks and things, but I thought, let's get a black. So yes, there we have it. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you like the look of that, and that you may give it a try. So I sure do. You could even put a post behind it and just stand it upright like that. You know, a little wooden frame or something, and just stand it upright, and it would sit lovely like that. So I hope you enjoyed that. I did. It was a nice challenge. And yeah, I'm sure I'll probably do many more of those as well. So, yep. Give it a go, everybody. And Sandra, Julie, give it a go, especially. And I hope the rest of your day is great, and you have a wonderful evening. Please subscribe and share to your friends and family. And it was absolutely wonderful again joining you again today. I really do enjoy it. It's not that I like to talk to myself. Well, occasionally I do. I just like to talk to all my beautiful subscribers. So all the best again, and I will see you tomorrow. So take care, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.